What if humans could never lie? The question sounds simple, almost harmless. But imagine a world where the very act of deception is impossible. Words shape themselves into truth the moment they leave your mouth. No matter how hard you try, no falsehood can pass your lips. Entire civilizations would grow under this law of nature, and life would unfold in ways both terrifying and profound. It begins with childhood. Parents cannot comfort their children with gentle lies. There are no "monsters aren't real," no "everything will be fine." Instead, a child asks, "Will you die one day?" And the answer comes, unshakable, "Yes, I will, and so will you." Honesty becomes the foundation of innocence. Children grow wiser faster, but also more fearful, because they face reality without the blankets of comfort humans once invented. Education changes. Teachers cannot bend the truth to simplify a lesson. If they don't know the answer, they must admit it openly. Knowledge becomes sharper, but also more fragmented. Students trust their teachers absolutely because trust is built into every word. The phrase, "I promise," becomes unnecessary. Every sentence is a promise. Politics would not survive in the way we know it. Campaigns of false hope vanish overnight. A politician can only say exactly what they intend. And if their plan is weak, the world hears weakness. If their intention is cruel, the cruelty bleeds through. There is no shield of rhetoric, no mask of persuasion. Elections are stripped bare. Some say this would end corruption, but others argue it would end leadership altogether. Who would follow someone when all their flaws are laid naked before the crowd? Love, too, would never be the same. Imagine standing before someone you desire. You cannot exaggerate your feelings, cannot say, "You are the most beautiful person in the world," unless you believe it with every fiber of your being. Couples would never whisper "forever" unless they were certain. Breakups would be swift and merciless. "I don't love you anymore" would fall with the same blunt honesty as "I love you." Romance might become rarer, but purer, free of illusions. Commerce transforms completely. Advertising cannot manipulate, cannot show false beauty or inflated promises. A company could not claim their product is the best unless it truly is, proven by every measure. Business contracts no longer rely on lawyers to test for lies. Every deal becomes absolute, every handshake unbreakable. Ironically, this honesty does not bring utopia, it brings rigidity. People become afraid to dream aloud, knowing their words are binding, unchangeable truth. Yet the deepest impact is not in institutions, but in individuals. Without lies, humans cannot soften their edges. A friend asks, "Do you like my painting?" And you must answer, "No, it feels empty to me." A parent asks, "Are you proud of me?" And you must say, "Not always." Conversations cut deeper than knives. Society grows blunt and brutal. Feelings are wounded daily, but slowly humanity adapts. People learn to treasure silence because silence is the only shield. Criminality twists itself into strange new forms. There are no conmen, no fraud, no scams. But there is violence, raw and exposed. A thief says, "Yes, I will take your money," before doing so. And no lie can cover their intent. Police records become strange collections of brutal honesty. Trials end quickly. Did you commit this crime? Yes. Judges hand down sentences without delay. Prisons fill, then empty, as deterrence becomes stronger. Who dares to steal when they cannot hide? And religion, what becomes of it? Priests cannot invent stories of miracles unless miracles occur. Prophets cannot preach false visions. Faith becomes cleaner, stripped of illusion, but also emptier. Some religions collapse entirely, while others harden into unshakable truth. Those who say, "I have seen God," must have seen something, though no one knows what. Generations later, children born into this world cannot imagine what lie even means. They speak of the past as a myth, a strange time when humans twisted words into illusions, when language could be bent like glass. To them, such a world seems terrifying. How could anyone live when nothing they heard could be trusted? And yet, in the silence of night, some people dream. In their dreams they speak words that are not true, words that dance and disguise, words of stories and imagination. They wake with tears on their cheeks, mourning the freedom they will never touch. Perhaps This is the final tragedy of a world without lies. Not the brutality of truth, but the death of imagination itself. For every lie carries a spark of creativity, a glimpse of a world that does not exist. And without lies, humanity may find itself trapped forever in a cage of absolute reality, unable to dream of anything beyond the truth.